Hello all, Dwarven Mech Commando here, and welcome back to MYST 2021. Well, it's the latest version of MYST, obviously. Um, Before I get into this, I just want to warn everybody that there are going to be spoilers in this video because I pretty much have completed the game already. This is just my wandering part of the game where I saved. But there's another thing going on, because just recently CYAN had released the last RIME age that was on Real MYST. And they put it into this version of the game. But might as well take a look around. And so anyway, yes, there's going to be spoilers because I've pretty much completed things already. So you might see things, if you haven't played this before, that will give you clues that you don't want to know. Or you could just watch this because you want to see the new RIME age. But anyway, I should get going towards that location right now, actually. The little thing about Real MYST is, like, for so long, it's been a while since I've actually played Real MYST, so I don't even remember the RIME age that much. But I do remember how to get there. And so, first thing you'll notice is this right here. So this door, or seam in the wall, is very clearly was not there before. And you can see right up there, there's going across the top too. And when I first played this game back when I was a kid, I used to think these were shields. I still don't really sure if they were shields or windows, but you obviously can't see through them from the inside. So it always kind of confused me. It was more decorative than anything. I think there actually probably were like bumpers for like ships, like if it was submerged underwater. I think that's what they were supposed to be. I don't know. Anyway. So, here we go. Spoiling time into the MYST library. Why do I feel shorter than usual? Did I get smaller? I don't know. The library seems like it got bigger. Anyway. Something's really weird. Like, I don't think I should be down this far. Something's clearly not right here. Well, excuse me while I do a reload. Okay, maybe I was wrong about that. Well, anyway, so we got a note here, and there's a note from Atrus. My friend, now that you have seen the destruction wrought by Sirrus and ACHENAR'S, you no doubt have a very specific idea of who they were. Greedy, envious, and hateful men. But there is one more page to turn, one last age, where I hope you might see them as I did. As my sons. Atrus. So at this point, if I haven't already said, like, basically, I'm at the end of the game where we already made the decision. Well, Atrus already made the decision to burn the books. And so here we go. Check out this journal for the RIME age. RIME Volume 1. This is Atrus. RIME, I have named it. A desolate age with the beauty that is quite different than I have expected or imagined. The intricate feathers of ice that fall from the sky are awe-inspiring. I feel as though I could sit and watch them for hours. And though it is cold here, like I have never experienced before, I find myself enjoying the change of temperature, for it is unlike any other place that I have ever seen. Perhaps the oddest thing is the silence. Although the wind blows on occasion, when it ceases there is a suffocating silence that falls on this place, broken only by the distant cries of unseen creatures. I have visited 3 times, and am sure now that this age will provide the environment I need. I believe the cold temperature is crucial for obtaining the necessary refraction of light. Examining the structures of the books is even more perplexing, but I am driven onward by my need to understand. The great tree of possibilities can never be fully grasped, but I must at least try to find one particular branch. Of course, the chance of using the blank linking book to find one specific gauge amongst the infinite variations that must exist is infinitesimal, like searching for a specific grain of sand on a beach. The only workable solution is to focus the connection of the damaged, unusable linking book, and perhaps I can bridge this much smaller gap. On the subject of enlightenment, I would also like to find the cause of the mysterious lights that shine in the darkness here, though I never assumed that I would be able to build this especially fast here. The speed at which I am progressing is somewhat disappointing. I do think I will bring Sirrus and ACHENAR, as well as some of the machinery from the Celentic. ACHENAR chose to stay with Catherine, and while Sirrus is unhappy about the prospect of exploring a new age without his brother, he was still excited to come. He had spent the last few days here with me, helping me with the beginning phases of construction. He too seemed to enjoy the ice and cold weather. He is intrigued with the crystals that we have brought with us. He has been a big help, as have others, and I hope to be able to begin my experiments here soon. And tonight Sirrus and I found a wondrous spot to view the lights, and although it seems they decided to hide from us, after sitting in the cold winds for over 2 hours, we saw nothing. It was rather disappointing. Sirrus will return to MYST tomorrow. He has been tremendous aid to me, and I am thankful for his willingness to help. He is excited to tell ACHENAR about his adventures, and it's clear to me how much he has missed his brother's company. The hard part of the construction is over, although I have decided after tonight that I would like to add some kind of observation post. It won't be finished as soon as I'd hope, although I am fairly certain it will be worth the delay in the long run. I have decided to take a break from the construction now that the tunnel is almost complete. I am quite convinced that the right refraction, certain properties of the ink can be simulated. When I try to explain my theory to Catherine, she laughs and tells me I am trying to hold infinity in a bottle. She laughs and I laugh. Maybe she is right, but I must try regardless. I came too close to success on Everdunes. Besides, if all of that comes from the effort is time spent with my sons, it will have been worthwhile. So we got some kind of shapes here. Not sure what to make sense of them yet. I'm fairly certain now that the temperature indeed does have an effect on the refractive properties of the crystals, so they're crystals obviously, but I have realized that the temperature alone is not enough. Each crystal responds differently to lower temperatures, and controlling the particular binoculars is proving challenging. Perhaps focusing on another more attainable goal in the short term will help. I should finish the shaft to my observation post while I have the machinery here. Perhaps tomorrow morning. The lights were beautiful again last night. They had not shown themselves for so long that I had almost forgotten their beauty. I still must find the cause. I'm feeling rather overwhelmed with the remains to be done. I have made no progress on the crystals. The shaft is not finished, nor is the observation post, or even the lab. I have not seen Catherine for some time, and I long to spend more time with ACHENAR and Sirrus. Besides all of that, there's far away, in the back of my mind, the thought of my people and our lost city. The lost city of Dunny, obviously. I dreamt again of them last night. A familiar sight if you play You live. I have seen the city in its worst condition, and still its beauty overwhelmed me. Even now, as I visualize how majestic it must have been before the destruction caused by Veiovis and Agarus, it amazes me and saddens me. I am certain that the Dunny is not dead as my father believed. I am convinced that there must be some who managed to escape the destruction and even continue to survive in separate ages. Within me is the urging to take the chance and return to Dunny to find these survivors and properly rebuild our city. However, I can do nothing until I am certain of the fate of my father. If my plan fails, if I missed the single book when attempting to trap him on Riven, then he has been free all along. If that is true, then all that it stands between him and the ages I have now written in this link from Dunny to MYST. As much as I wish to return to Dunny, without knowing the fate of my father, I cannot risk re-establishing that link. I must observe my father without re-establishing that link. It has been several years and there have been many dead ends. But the solution is not out there somewhere. But the solution is out there somewhere. I know it. At least I hope. Catherine will have her ideas about all of these things and I miss her greatly. I will return to RIME later when my mind has cleared. Alright, so what do we got here? Looks like a diagram of that old imager room here. Got the number 40. And then we have a circle that shows that there's some kind of button on the other side of this thing, it looks like. And it says 2735. So I should remember 40 and 2735. And, something about this here too. So that's facing a certain way. It looks very familiar, like that bridge that's out there, basically. Okay, 40 and 2735. Here we go. So. I feel like there's something else that should show. Oh, I'm trying to remember if I read this already. Another note from Atrus. Catherine, I've left for you a message of utmost importance in our forechamber beside the dock. Enter the number of marker switches on this island to the imager to retrieve. Well, that's basically the biggest spoiler you can have right there. So like I said before, yeah, this video might have spoilers. Why honestly think this game runs smoother than it did when they first released it. The updates, or maybe it's something to do with the graphic updates that they did, but they optimized it better. I don't think I could have recorded like this. So, what was it, 2735 or something? I don't know. Let's try this 40 first and see what happens. Okay, so that's not how it's working. So there's a topographical. Let's see what happens. There we go. Okay, so assuming this little notch here has to face in the other direction. So we're just gonna move that like too far, like that. That might have just done the trick. So we might as well check it out. My favorite versions of the MYST game, honestly. So much better than the confusing clicking, frame to frame, not sure which way you're really facing sometimes. Ah, and Tiana's grave. So anyway, we're heading over this way. Ah, look, it worked. Here we go. Perfect. Okay, so, looks like, oh, we need to just slightly adjust it. Looks like water's reflecting down there. Yeah, so I gotta slightly, see, you can't see windows from the inside here, so they're just kind of like bumpers for if it was underwater or something. Alright, I gotta turn it a little bit first. Obviously, I can't squeeze through that little crack in the wall. Oh, there's the run. The run was on the other opposite side of the keyboard. So let's try that again. I think I need to turn it like just a teeny bit, like not that way. It's a little buggy. That might do it. That's too much. Let's see if that works. I don't know, that might be too much also. Okay. Well, hopefully that did the trick. Details of this game, but they could have added some like crawling crabs on the rocks and stuff, you know. I don't know. Or maybe just a hint of like insects crawling on the ground. Give it a little more life. Okay, I think I can still squeeze in here. Let's see. Oh, okay, looks like I got... There we go. So, here's the secret passageway. Look at that water reflection. Beautiful. So we got something over here. Oh, what was that number again? I have to go back to the journal really quick. All that sidetracking got me lost. So, 2735. There we go. 2735. I should be able to remember that. So, we got some kind of platform here with something obviously in the floor that raises up somehow. How does this work? Okay, 2. That might be the second number. Nope, that's not the. This one. 7. 3. The year 2735, something like that. There it goes. Interesting. So now what? Aha. I guess there's no way to open this front part in here. So here we have it. The Book of Rhyme, the Age of Rhyme. Let's take a look at that cover really quick. Looks like it's snowing a little bit. And here we go. Ah, so here we are in Rhyme. Nice. Look at those, clouds are moving. I wish the rest of the game was like this. Well, I mean the day-night cycle. I think the clouds do move. But I wish there was like a day-night cycle in all the ages, honestly. So let's take a close look at everything. Obviously got a freezing ocean surface at the bottom here. Wouldn't go for a swim. And the moon. I wonder if that's the moon to Earth. Doubtfully. I mean, this is off somewhere in the universe, somewhere else, I would assume. But then we have some kind of beam over there with lights on it. Not really sure what it is. Okay, let's turn around. So it's like an ice cave, kind of, that I'm in right now. This must be the shaft he was talking about. Oh, I can hear some kind of creature out there. Whale or something. I always kind of wondered if it was the same thing as Shroomy from You Are You Live, but I'm pretty sure it's a different creature. Whoa. Wow. That's pretty breathtaking. Oh, you can really hear it now. I don't know. Is that atmospheric music sounding very creepy for some reason? It reminds me of like kind of ambient music you would hear like in an Indiana Jones movie or something. Like the spider crawling sounds or whatever, something like that. It was that scene with the tarantulas I'm thinking of. That's what it reminded me of. It was making my skin crawl a little bit. Okay, anyway. What am I doing? I hope there's no frost spiders in this place. Look at that sparkly. Look how it sparkles and everything. This is so cool. I wonder if there's like... There's gotta be crystals in the surface of this rock and stuff. Or it's just the ice reflecting in the moonlight, basically. So, gotta make sense of these structures eventually. So we got some kind of a beam here with 3 lights on it, I guess. Some kind of radars, I guess. And there's a big, some kind of a tower up there at the top of the mountain. That thing's really making some noise out there. Okay, we're gonna take a look in here pretty soon, but I want to look around outside first. Looks like a nice warm place to be right now. I hope this thing's stable. There's definitely some life in this ocean. So, oh, looks like there's a generator or something down there at the bottom of the hill. But it looks like the shoreline's over in this direction and the open ocean is out over here. Look at those stars. I wonder if we can figure out the constellations here. It would take forever. Alright, let's take a look in this telescope here. Check this out. So steampunk looking. Oh, you can even see the... Oh, I can see it. Look. I thought I saw something from when I wasn't even looking right through it. There's something over here. I don't know. Nothing's happening yet. I swear I saw something. Let's keep looking through here, I guess. Oh, there it is. It just splashed on the left. I'm just gonna stay here for another minute or so and see what happens. Nothing yet. Maybe a few more seconds. Oh, there we go. Alright, so there's definitely life in this age, which I just wish they added more life to all the other ages, honestly. You can see in, like, I think it had something to do with the story of the MYST Island itself, that the ocean there couldn't support life or something. For some reason, which is kind of a scary idea. I don't remember if that's a true part of the lore or not, but... Oh, there it is again. Would want you to stay on the island and not go swimming, that's for sure. I don't think I would want to go swimming here either, though. Not without getting hypothermia. Alright, let's check it out. There's a generator or something down here. Oh, I have to go down this way. Okay, let's see. Nope, that doesn't seem to be doing anything. Looks like I can open this. Let's try it. There we go. Ah. Let's see here. I think the point is to pump. Okay, so it moves slowly back little by little. I think the point is to keep it in the green location and then hit the button. Or maybe even the white location. I don't know if that's too far. Right about there. Let's see if it works. I wonder if it's important to have it in the white, though. Probably not. Alright. Flames burning. We'll leave it as it is for now. Look at that beautiful fire. Oh, it's so warm. Okay. Sure that's means to give some power to this building over here. I don't even know, were those lights on before? Alright. Let's see. I can assume that this also has to be turned. I wonder if that affects the flame on the generator down there. Nope, it's still burning. Okay, cool. So let's take a look around the outside of this thing first. You know what? Isn't this basically kind of what their building looks like where they work, or the front of it at least? It has very similar look to it. Alright, time to go inside. So there we have it. Probably should turn this thing on. There we go. Time to warm the place up. The nice warm glow of orange fire. Sounds like things are melting. hear water running. I think it might have actually thawed something out around this door or something. What's this? Oh, obviously, a ladder. So we get some cooking supplies here, it looks like. If we're hungry, we'll need to go fishing first, probably. One of these days. So, I guess you had to sit on the floor to use this table. No cushions or anything? Man. Let's see, can I open this door yet? I can. I'm not sure if I want to go down this way yet. I'm just going to peek down here really quick. But it looks like the power is also giving heat down here also. But we'll come back up here for now. Seems a little more cozy up here. Oh, there's a nice place to sleep. Got a cot and some blankets. Looks like they might be warm blankets. What is that, some kind of compass over here? Oh. This looks like some kind of a glowing crystal. A fire crystal of some kind. One of many that Atrus has found. Alright, so... let's take a look at this here. What do we have? ACHENAR'S journal. And this looks like a kid's handwriting, so he was obviously young when he had this. See, it looks like a scribbled picture of some kind of a whale, the building that we're in, I guess. I don't know what else. And I don't know what this says up here. ACHENAR again. So let's see what it says. Another gift journal from Father. He doesn't quite get that I barely use these. Then again, here I am writing in it, so I guess I shouldn't complain. It's always a kind gesture. Got some sketches of the area pretty much outside. My brother was right. The lights in the sky are unbelievable to see firsthand. The way they dance and shimmer behind the clouds fills me with a kind of peace that is hard to put into words. Sirrus paces when he's either trying to work out a difficult problem or when he is upset. Tonight it's upset pacing. Head down, staring at the floor, big wide stride. Usually I just let him stew until he sorts it out. But he's been going on for hours, like this, and I guess I'll just have to be the big brother and talk him through it. Turns out he was upset because he thinks Father's ideas for the crystals are wrong, and he's too nervous to admit to him. I also knew Father's opinion mattered a lot to Sirrus, but he needs to get past this idea that Father can never be wrong. Working outside for too long caused a dull ache behind my eye. Even the normal lights in here are off somehow. I'm not sure how they deal with it. Maybe my brother's thick skull blocks it out. Sirrus, if you're reading this, that was a joke. Don't go crying to Father. Father asked me to help him design and build a device for cutting the crystals into the sheet. From the big grin on Sirrus' face, it's clear that this was a big idea he was afraid to share. Looks like I was right. Again. This little brat thinks he's being so sneaky. I'm watching you over there scribbling down your little plans. Look at you. You think you know that no one knows what you're planning? But I do. Guess I'll have to keep an eye on him. Stupid child. Stupid pea-brain idiot. I was right. He snuck out to watch for his stupid whales, slipped and cracked his head on some ice. Could have gone right over the edge if I hadn't been there. Writing just I have something to put in my mind too. Writing just as I have something to put in my mind too. His injury seemed severe at first, but after cleaning it, I can see that it isn't serious. A big scrape on the side and a really good knock on the head were the worst of it. He begged me to not tell Father, as if there was any chance I would. As clever as he is, Sirrus is still just a child. Told Father Sirrus felt ill and needed today to sleep it off. He nodded and immediately asked me to help him with his work. I know he cares for us both, but it would kill him. Would it kill him at least to be a little concerned? Though I have to admit it was nice to spend the day working together, just us. It's been a long time since we've done that. Father is absorbed in the final touches of his book's device, so I doubt he'll notice if I repurpose some of the leftover parts from the stone ship. I have a little project of my own on my own mind. Shouldn't take more than a few hours if I just bolt the entire thing to the railing. Father's device works. Being able to see Channelwood without physically being there is truly unbelievable. For all their kind words about how much I contributed, I know this is more of their achievement than mine. They deserve to be proud. Alright, so we got something on the right page here. Looks like a teal color. Then we have blue, orange, and white. Teal, blue, orange, and white. And then we have what looks like 3 empty circles. A circle with a white dot. 3 empty circles again. And the outer circle is dark. So, let's see. 12962. So I'm gonna have to take a screenshot. I'm gonna have to take a screenshot of this and work around it on the side maybe. Like I'm always looking at this book. Because I know that's gonna come up eventually. Take a look at the environment a little bit more. I don't know, I forget if I can crouch in this game. I don't think I can. But it looks like there's some shirts down there. A wood toolbox. Looks very similar to a wood toolbox my dad got from his grandfather. Actually, I think that was for a rifle polishing kit or something. We have here some actual nice drawings of the whale, so that's what it looks like, kind of. And then we have another interesting map diagram here. I might want to take a picture of this too. so I don't know what that means. I guess that was maybe something to do with the power. Oh wait, no, the flow of the water maybe. Or no, it's got to be the way how it moves around in the water. What am I thinking? Obviously it has something to do how the patterns of the whale's movements basically. Alright, so anyway. Oh, there's a cot over here on the upside, or face sideways. And then looks like another book over here. What's this? Some kind of leather boxes, maybe some bookcases. I would think there's probably books in there or something. Or paper or something. Alright, so here we have the book for Sirrus. Start at 523, property of Sirrus. It's very exciting to get to see one of Father's ages so soon after he completed it. Usually he makes us wait so long before allowing us to visit. He told me that RIME would be cold, but I was still completely surprised by just how much breathing in the air hurt. Father gave me this journal for my RIME observation. He said that ACHENAR'S would also get one when he visits. And not to spoil the surprise, I hope I can convince my brother to come next time. Now that I'm more used to the cold, I can see how beautiful this place is. Father's skill with the art is amazing. Father explained his theories about the Everdune's crystals today. He wants to try to build the machine to view the ages without linking to them, and he hopes that the crystals will refract light through the linking panels and show what's on the other side. It sounds impossible, but I know he can figure it out. I've begun my experiments on the crystals. Father asked me to find the way to control how much each crystal refracts light. He even gave me my own workspace, just like his. I'll start by leaving each crystal out in this cold for different lengths of time to see if the different temperature changes anything. I can solve this, I know. So I think on the left two diagrams there are something to do with crystal shapes and look like submerged underwater, possibly. I'm gonna take a picture of this just in case it's important. I don't know. Father has asked me to return home to MYST. I hope it's not because I'm distracting him. I know I have a lot of questions, but he asked me to do these experiments. I just want to keep trying to figure it out. ACHENAR'S decided to join me this time. Watching his shock at the cold was very amusing. Father had built more dwelling space, and now we have a wonderful spot to view the lights. He asked us to help him finish the construction, but soon I will return to my crystal experiments. I've come up with some new ideas while away that I'm excited to test. I'm not having much success with the crystal. The amount of refraction is always changing, and I cannot seem to get a constant reading. It's very frustrating. But I realized something. I think Father's approach might be wrong. There's just no way to get the reliable refraction from these crystals like this, and I think I have an idea to solve it. But I don't know how to bring it up. I don't want to sound foolish to Father. Maybe he knows best that I just don't see things like he does. So we got here. Not really sure what to make of this diagram. Looks like glasses from two different perspectives. The way light shines through it or something. I don't know. Achenar encouraged me to tell Father about my ideas, so that at last I did. He called it brilliant. He starts working with Achenar to build the machine to cut the crystals straight away. It's nice to see that my ideas accepted quickly without being told they're unworkable or unsound. We're back from MYST again. It was a nice break from all the snow and ice. Father asked us to return to RIME without him, which he only does when he needs to talk to Mother about something serious. Why can't they just say what they want in front of me? I'm not a child anymore. When I'm grown and have sons of my own, I won't even ever hide serious things from them. We finally saw the whales tonight. We hear their songs once in a while, but they've never come too close for us to see until now. For the big cliff behind the observation tower, we saw a massive whale appear in the cove, followed by 2 smaller ones. Father said that there were 3 of them, just like us. Then he laughed and called us little whale calves, which got a groan from me and a handful of snow from Achenar. I wanted to stay out and keep watching, but Father lectured me about how it was too dangerous to be there alone. I protested, but he just gave me that sad look. That means let it go. And it said scribbled out, fine, I'll just wait until later tonight, then go back. So anyway, that means let it go. I'm so sorry, Father and Mother. If I die, I'm so sorry. My brother bandaged me up and said that my thick skull protected me, but I know that it couldn't have been a lot worse if he hadn't found me. Achenar, thank you, and I'm sorry. I've been back working with my father for a few days now, but been too tired to write. I keep needing to take breaks to sit and rest because my side still aches quite a lot. Achenar keeps giving me looks. But I'll be okay. I want to see this to the end. We're very close to completing the crystal emitter, but I'm really nervous. What if it doesn't work? Will we have to start all over again? It sounds like we'll find out tomorrow. It works! I saw MYST Island! We were even able to see the stone ship by the lenses. I can't believe it. My brother and I keep going back and forth between books, reading out the lens settings and viewing each age over and over again. As if it were a game, Father seems more relieved that the work is finally completed. I'm sure that he misses Mother too. I can't wait to return home and tell her what I did. What we did. Alright, and look, a very similar color and symbol and number diagram here to the other book. So I'm gonna have to match these up and see what they mean. I don't remember, it's been so many years. Barely see out the window here. I think the hill's back here. What about this window up here? Well, I can't really, because it's over there on the other side. Alright, time to go back downstairs. Now, I want to go back down into this hallway that I was in before, but I just want to go outside for a bit more and look around. Maybe we'll get another glimpse of this whale. Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is, splashing into the water. So I wonder if you stood here long enough if you could actually see those patterns that were drawn on the diagram and see it in other areas. Well, it's not like you can move this thing left and right, I don't think. Oh, wait a minute. Can we? Oh no, that's just looking at... basically just looking through it. It's over there. Well, this sound was coming from this direction, so I think it does kind of swim a certain pattern. And then you see it surface over here. Generator. Oh, it takes water from the... it uses water from the sea somehow. From the ocean. I guess it pumps it through the generator. Steam power, likely. I would think that makes a lot of sense. Steam power. I didn't notice this. It looks like fire comes... Is there fire down in this thing too? Why is this glowing? I gotta see that from back a little bit. There's like a fire down in that thing too. What was the purpose? Oh, it's probably like a cooking surface or something. This is probably where they cook, and this is just for heat of the entire place. They probably could cook here too. And that's where the wood would go in, I'd say. To heat it up even more. Alright, let's see what's down here. I'm gonna close this door. So... floor is basically... Is that like ice? I think it's just cold stone. Very Dunny vibes to it though, walking through this. I feel kind of like Dunny here. The door and everything. And we got a button here. Maybe just up. Nope. Just up. All right. So there's the telescope down there to the right, and if we're lucky we might see the whale pop up from up here too, but I'm not really sure about that. Sounds like it's over to the right. If you have headphones you might notice the change in direction of the sound. So here we go. We got white, that's going to be distracting for me. I'm going to keep wanting to look to see if I can see it. Alright, so we got white, yellow, orange, or maybe just white, orange, pink, blue, teal, green, or something like that. And they both read 200. And so anyway, what did the pages show? Well, the last one I looked at was like orange, pink, blue, and teal, which is basically what the order is in right now. And so that was for Sirrus's journal, and for ACHENAR it went teal, blue, orange, white. Teal, blue, orange, and white. So let's just mess with the dials and see what happens. It goes from 200 all the way up to 1,000. So it was 12,962 and 10,741. Now the other thing is how do I know which one goes where and what those symbols mean even? I don't know if I should be messing with this thing yet. If I missed something. I'll just turn around and look around here. I would expect that if I figured something out eventually, this elevator might just turn me to another location or something. Oh. Well, there's the house that we were in down there before. So anyway, these towers with light on them, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know if I'm just an illusion that this is one that's bigger. I think they're all about the same size. It's just closer. 2, 3. Oh no, there's another one up here. So 6. I think 6. Can't make numbers as low as that. So it's something to do with a combination of the numbers together, I think. Well, let's just see if I did both of them at 740. It does seem to kind of affect the colors in the middle. makes them vibrate. It doesn't really change the order of the colors or anything. I'm just gonna leave them where they were and do something. So they both started at 200, and we'll pull this. Whoa. Okay. So looks like we triggered some kind of aurora borealis here, but it's all white basically. So they're like lightning rods or something. Well, it definitely lit up the sky. Alright, so what if I put them all the way to the end here? If it'll let me. That's interesting. Now all the way up to 1,000. Hopefully I don't regret this. Now we got green. That's a little more familiar. Green aurora borealis. I'd be messing with the whale's psychology right now by doing this. It's like, why are all those lights up in the sky? So anyway, and then we'll try 500 and see what 500 does, and then from there I'm just gonna have to see if I can figure out something else, because I don't really know what I'm doing right now. I guess it'll be this color. Okay, so basically, if they're both on that color, that's exactly what it's going to look like. Alright, now it's making sense a little bit. So the top numbers for both were 10 and 12, and then seven and 9 and 4 and 6 and 1 and 2. Okay, wait a minute. The circle patterns look a little different on both pages too. The top for both look the same. The second one looks different on both. So all the other ones look different. Oh wait, no, the top and bottom symbols on both pages are the same basically. dark circle with the white dot is swapped on both pages, and the only, so yeah, I don't know. What am I trying to figure out here? 12962 and 10741. I'm gonna have to come back to this and figure it out. But for now, we'll turn this thing off. Alright, I'm gonna get back downstairs for a little bit and see. Well, look at this. What's this? Did I do that by mistake? What is this button here? Wait a minute. Was that just a coincidence that I found that button by turning something a certain way? I don't know. Let's see here. I think I want to go up here first. So we're right underneath one of those electric towers. So it looks like I can go downhill this way. I don't know where it's going to take me. Oh, it's just like, whoa. Hey, those are the little ones, I think. So there's the little whales also. Pretend I have my micro spikes on right now, kind of in a really dangerous spot. So they'll be swimming around down in there a little bit. It's just kind of an overlook, I guess. Alright. I guess it would be a way to access this too if it needed to get fixed or whatever. Red button again. You know what? I have some kind of curiosity. Leave it facing the way it was. Now let's see if I can go down. No, I don't think it's gonna let me go down. Oh, maybe it will. Maybe what I need to do to figure out what's going on.